Good evening, good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Um, Actually, I have a gold setup, and on the gold setup, I'm actually looking for two scenarios. If you take a look on the forecast, is more or less the same. So it will only depend which one plays out uh, accordingly. But the forecast is more or less the same. Firstly, before I continue going towards the gold as my forecast, I will also take a look on the Euro New Zealand. Okay, as last time I presented the Euro New Zealand, and we will just recap on it, and so that you can see what's next on the Euro New Zealand. Uh, First, guys, to join the group, uh, this is a lifetime service where you get signals and you get to share also what you know in the market. Uh, as you can see in the screen here, we've got guys, different guys, including yourself. If you join the group and you have ideas that you need to share with us, you can share those ideas. Uh, so we've created some kind of we are creating some kind of a community where you can also share ideas. Okay. And also, you can see here the guys are sharing their ideas, their forecast, and also I do share signals on the daily basis. You can see here on this month here since May, June, July, I'm sharing signals over the group into the group. Okay, so you pay 142 US dollars, no hidden fees, once off. That price is once off, and you become the part of the group where you'll be following my setups, my signals. Also, following the signals, guys, it's very much important that you take note of the risk management. That is why if you get into our room there, you will see into these channels that I've made here. We've got a little bit of a course on YouTube where it can show you how you can select your lot size, because even if I give signals, but I don't actually give advice on which lot size you can use. Okay, so it's up to you based on your account size. Your account size will tell you that this is a lot size you can use. So we've got that in this group. We've got that, and also um, we've got. I think there are some of the videos, things that I will upload when times goes by as well. And also here we've got video analysis where I upload videos explaining uh, on how the signal is expected to play out. So I do explain using videos. You can see that here we forecasted the euro JPY since it was here and now is trading uh, almost at these highs here. So it was forecasted, right? And watching the videos, you can also use these signals as guidelines. So it will. I wouldn't say if you don't know how to trade and it's your first time, maybe advise that you can take the signals. Maybe you should maybe start joining the courses somewhere else. Then come and use the signals as guidelines. Therefore, I'm sending these signals as guidelines. Uh, this is not an whatsoever an investment what you call advice whatsoever. Uh, but it's just the guidelines. It's what I'm looking at is my analysis. So if you need to follow them consistently, you can follow them and maybe make be profitable out of them. All right, you can see that on July we've sent signals here, of which there on July there is a gold. It was actually explained. The gold here was explained on the video on how exactly we expect gold to play out. Uh, we are not saying it will play out, but it's just an analysis that I've made that possibly gold can play out in this manner. All right, maybe if you come join the group, and maybe you'll see the video there explains exactly how the this gold is expected, the structure is expected to play out. So you can see the video there. If you join on July, you will see that this is a forecast that I've made. Okay, I will already play a little bit, guys, so that you can just listen to it. I'll little bit forward the video so that you can see how this was forecasted. Looking so as you can see, guys, on how we actually update the structure. So if you get into the group, you will see how we actually forecasted this. So in the different structure. All right. I'll go to gold and the Euro New Zealand, the current structures that I'm looking at, and also you can use that on the next coming market options as the uh, options at which you can look gold. I was looking gold in two options here. The first option, looking at this as an impulsive wave, one, two, three, and four, that is here, and five. So if you look carefully on five internal waves here, okay, let me just start afresh here. We said it's one, two, three, and four, and five. So if you look on internal waves, you'll see that here we've got one, two, three there, and four here, and five. So in other words, on this option one, I'm looking that this is just a correction here, and we can continue to push to the upside to 1825,698 as I just looked previously. So looking on this as one, two, three, four, five. Okay, that's what we can look at as maybe five wave structure into this one. Okay, and option two is not to look at this as a five wave structure, but to look at this as a three wave structure. Like how this is maybe like this. Let me just quickly show you how that is. It's one, two, and three to the upside. So those are three wave structures we can look at, because we can start internally in yellow and look at this as one, two, three up. Okay, and one, two, three back. One, 2, 3 back in red, and we have another 1. So this is a 1 that has been created. So what are we actually waiting to see here? We are waiting to get this maybe as 1. Gold might start correcting here, and 2 coming to this block that we call an OTP. So if we get this OTP correctly, we will be expecting that gold will be pushing again to the upside. So we expect that we're gonna have one more push to the upside. Okay, so watch out for this. We might be seeing this coming to 1775,854, this level over here. So we're gonna watch out this. Maybe it's one correction and one more down before we are pushing to the upside. So that's another option we're looking at, because we're gonna be looking at this as a WXY structure, as a WXY structure. This is a bigger correction that we have here. So why not are we not now looking at this as a, why not are we looking at this now as a, what you call an impulse? Is because now if we have to maybe start measuring our wave 3 that is sitting here, our wave 3 is just sitting at equal leg as this one here, is sitting at equal leg. So it does not actually give us that thing of maybe it should be sitting at 1,618 extension. So it's not sitting at 1,618 extension. So which is why now we are looking at this middle, what you call correction here is just a correction that's correct these three waves that is coming up, and we are looking that here where we will be having a pullback, a deeper pullback again. After this move, we had this move, and here we're just going to be looking at the deeper pullback that I will be presenting maybe in yellow now. This deeper pullback here, deeper pullback in three waves, and we're now going to be expecting that this is going to push to this other block that we actually view on the weekly time frame, and it can also expand and go equal leg as well to 1846, that is 0337. So we can just take note of that as well before we can have any move to the downside. So that is what we should wait for gold for confirmation. So if gold just happens that at this structure is the old structure that should be going up, we're going to be seeing gold maybe from here next week going up here and start breaking out. If it breaks out this structure, we start buying until to that level, the minimum. We start moving to break even or scaling out our trade, because it can push a little bit further to 1846. All right, if that does not happen, we're going to be looking at this as 1, 2, 3 in white, and here we can expect to get a what, a correction, 1, 2, 3 back, and also maybe get another correction that can be 1, 2, 3 to that level as anticipated before we are now can see gold maybe giving us that move to the upside, which here is going to be this move here. Okay, a minimum coming to that level over there. All right, maybe also gold can also correct deeper, can do this, can do this, do that, correct deeper here, and do that again, and maybe even past that OTE level. That is why we need to get a confirmation of a reversal, maybe a corrective structure that can look like maybe like a flag, and expect gold to push one more up to that order block that we viewed on the weekly time frame. So that is an option for gold. So what exactly are we looking for gold next week? We are looking for another upside for gold, one more upside before we are having a drop. Therefore, we're looking to continue upside next week with the gold. All right, let's go and look for the Euro New Zealand, which is going to be our last outlook on the setups that I've just prepared for you guys. Don't forget, while this is loading, to be part of this group is 143, 142 US dollars. Once off paid, you are part of this team. So it's a lifetime service, this one. You don't need to pay monthly or whenever. No hidden fees, nothing. So yeah, you can just be part of this group. Just a second. Oh, okay. Okay, just a second, guys. Let's go back to Euro New Zealand. Okay, Euro New Zealand. This is a Euro New Zealand. I did explain last week that the Euro New Zealand on my video, we expecting Euro New Zealand while it was busy dropping down. We're expecting Euro New Zealand to just come down, maybe start breaking this low here, and maybe expecting it to start pushing to the upside. So the structure looking that is just starting to give us a clear picture now because we have this giving us this slowing down. We might be seeing this one more down here before we start to push to the upside, or either way, we might see this starting pushing to the upside from this level. Our first target is going to be this resistance of our support here. That can happen to be maybe some kind of a flip zone because we might be having this coming back here and maybe start pushing to the upside because we anticipate that this might also go to that level there at 1,74, and also this can go up maybe to that level, creating some running flat like that, guys. One, maybe two here, three here, before we get a move to the downside. Why do we think that it can do that? Because we saw in Euro New Zealand previously, it did that. Let's just go to previous movement that has been done by Euro New Zealand. If I'm not mistaken, it was last year. I'll go to, okay, I'm fine here. I'll show you, let's see which structure that the same structure that Euro New Zealand used to do before. Okay, we saw that happening here. We saw that happening here. Let me just close this so that you can see how Euro New Zealand did before. So you can see that here we had this same move. We had an impulse, a move up. We have a move down that came and break this low here, and we had the move up here. So Euro New Zealand can give us that thing again. And we have this three-wave move here, correction, and it can also do the same thing here. We have this move up, move down that came and break the low, so it can go up again to this level, okay, before it drops. Okay, that's Euro New Zealand. All right, but that's for me, guys. That's what I see on the gold and the Euro New Zealand. So next week. So if you want to be part of the team, use the Telegram link below and join the team. All right, cheers, guys. We also have another group here, which is the Telegram group. We also have a group which is a Telegram group over there. You can also join the, it's 150 US dollars. Sorry, 150 rands per month. That Telegram group, you pay 150 rands per month. If you are using a Skrill deposit, that is $15, $15 per month. Just guys, have a great weekend until next week. Cheers. Bye bye. Watch out for gold and euro in New Zealand. Cheers. Bye.